Big Blue would face the Niners at home in the 1986 NFC Divisional Playoff game.
In '86, John Madden predicted them to beat us. So they felt pretty confident they could beat us. There was no way.
But on San Francisco's first offensive series, victory seemed to slip right out of their hands.
And he's got some speed. He drops the ball. Rice chases it, doesn't come up with it, goes into the end zone. The scramble continues, and the Giants come up with it.
Rice takes it down to almost the 5-yard line, and he fumbles it. So immediately, the momentum swings instantaneously to us.
On the ensuing series, Phil Simms took immediate advantage of the turnover, and the Giants never looked back.
Simms, end zone, touchdown Bavaro! Simms with people in his face, touchdown to Bobby Johnson.
Simms completed only 9 of 19 passes for 134 yards, but 4 of those 9 completions were touchdown passes.
He threw 4 touchdown passes in that game. All the guy does is win.
Running back Joe Morris rushed for 159 yards and 2 scores behind an offensive line that completely manhandled the 49ers defense.
That was a team that got a hammer and they got a buzzsaw. We were ready to go. Our offensive linemen were ready to go. We made plays on defense. We made plays on offense. And it was a very special day.
Our line was unbelievable. I'll never forget when Joe Morris, I think it was the second quarter, when I handed the ball off to him, he went off the left side and ran down to the end zone. I was looking at him going, wow, he's fast. And nobody touched him.
Morris is gone.
I could feel the dominance early in the game. And our offensive line was just magnificent in the run game that day.
The Big Blue defense was just as dominant, holding San Francisco to 29 yards rushing and 184 yards of total offense. The 49ers were 2 for 14 on third down conversions and completed only 15 of 37 passes with 3 interceptions and no touchdowns. And late in the second quarter, Jim Burke delivered one of the most resounding hits in NFL history, knocking quarterback Joe Montana off his feet and out of the game.
It was just before the half, and they were trying to get down and get a score just before half to try to get back in the game. What happened on that play? LT dropped into coverage, so I went in, and he was in the midst of throwing letting the ball go, and he had him underneath his arm. So when I hit him, he kind of flipped, and as he flipped, he came down, and he actually came down right on top of his head. I knew it was hurt because it was a thump. It was one of those things where you kind of like get the perfect hit.
Throws wildly, intercepted. There goes Taylor down to the 20. 10, touchdown. LT, way to go.
Joe Morris capped off the scoring in the third quarter with his second touchdown of the game, giving the Giants a 49-3 victory, the most lopsided score in New York Giants history.
Phil Simms gave us the confidence, scored 49 on them, and I wish we'd have scored 89 on them.
We were far superior at that point in time to them. They were a very formidable opponent for many years, but that particular year they didn't have a chance.